Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Ali Madibed, and if you're visiting this channel for the very first time, you're welcome. Today we are going to be talking about Ile Owo. My regulars already know that we talk a lot about movie reviews on this channel, so I'm just another day on the channel, right? So I'm not gonna waste time, I'm just gonna jump right into it. Ile Owo is a Nigerian film that came out in 2022. It features, some regular faces. We have Ifai Wara, we have Tina Mba, we have Bukumi Adiaga, that's Kiki, we have Mufe Duncan, we have Immaculate Kasum, we have Akin Lewis, we have Bisola Iola. I mean, yeah, so the cast is kind of rich, is kind of, in between sort of. But yeah, it's a good cast, right? You would expect that to see a Bisola in a movie, you see Efai Wara, you see Tinamba, you expect to see something good, right? So I'm going to tell you all I think about Ile Owo. So Ile Owo is the story of a man that wanted to live forever. He was sick and, he went to meet, it happened like, I don't know, in a very long time before civilization, right? So he goes to meet this popular sorcerer. They call her Fijabi, and tells her, oh, he wants to live forever. And Fijabi tells him, oh, you cannot live forever anymore because the spirits have claimed your soul, blah blah blah, but your kids can. So they have to do a particular sacrifice every 25 years and they would not age, right? So that's basically how the story unfolds. So after that beginning, then we're now introduced to a totally different character, a lady from a very religious family, or and a mother, they seem religious, by the way. So yeah, Busola is introduced to us. Busola is a nurse and her mom is a fashion designer, or a tailor, as we would call it. So, oh sorry. So yeah, when we get introduced to both of them, we see that they are very prayerful. Then we get introduced to their father, that's Busola's father, who was played by Akin Lewis, and he was more of, I don't know, a traditionalist, or I don't know, he probably believes in the devil or something. Yeah, so we see that he was sick, he had this injury on his leg, and then somehow, somewhere, there's this spirit that comes to him and starts healing him up, and then he sells his souls to he sold, or he had already sold the soul. See, I don't even understand all that part, but yeah, that's basically the story. So basically, I wanted to use Busola for ritual because the ritual says that they must use a virgin every 25 years. They must sacrifice a virgin every 25 years. So Busola is the virgin that is targeted in this movie, right? Who was played by Makleta, right? So because I don't want to give too many spoilers, I mean, you might want to watch it eventually. So let me just tell you all the things that I'm just going to point out things, in the movie. First off, I'm going to talk about the story, right? So for the story, guys, I honestly do not understand that story. I'm not even trying to act funny. I just do not understand it. Because when we see Immaculata's father and Busola's father now, Akin Lewis, at the beginning, he was, or when we started noticing that, oh, he actually works with this demon, we see that, it's going to do anything at any point to just, get money, heal himself. But he also mentioned that he wasn't even concerned about getting, he just wanted money. But after he got, the healing that he needed, and at the end, we now see that he was scared for his daughter, or he was scared for what was happening. I'm like, did you not know that this is? I mean, you made her hook up with this guy, right? The one that wants to use her. You you set it all up for your daughter, right? When they were trying to use her the first time, you knew about it and then you stopped her mother from praying. So, I mean, if you knew all this, why is it that at the end you're now saying, inconsistencies? I don't get it. The entire story, the way there was, God, I am trying not to give spoilers. So, the way the old Tinamba situation happened, right? That's Busola's mom. You know, Busola was not suspicious of her father of anything. Somebody hit her in her house, not outside, oh, and there is no investigation into what happened. Your father was in the house with your mother. There's no question that, oh, who entered the house? Nothing. Everything just goes like that. I'm like, what's this? You're with somebody. There was no point in time where they, had actual conversations that, oh, what do you do? Blah, 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 and all of that. Nothing. You just know he's a billionaire and you're with him. And there was also no chemistry between them. That's Ifaiwara and Immaculata, right? There was no chemistry, it was so dead. It was like she was even forcing it. I mean, obviously, we know that he was not genuine about how he felt, but I mean, for someone that is trying to, just keep luring somebody until you get to use them for what you want to use them for, I just feel like there should have been a little bit chemistry. It was 10, like he was some god. I was just talking to a civilian and be like, you need to rest. You need to do this. I'm like, that's not how this works. You don't act like that, right? It was just weird. Also, we did not even get to know Ifaiwara's character's name until like how many scenes to the end. All through the time they were dating, all through meeting him and everything, not for once did we hear Ifaiwara's name. It was just always E. This like there was no actual name until towards the end. The acting in this movie was just weird, guys. The sun is literally on my face right now. The acting in this movie, it was weird. The story was just everywhere. It wasn't joined together. It didn't make sense. It did not make, like, how they say a sentence is something that makes complete sense. This, it didn't make complete sense. I tried. I even went back to the beginning to get some things. Then move back to the end and see, oh, what did I miss exactly? When they, like, where is the explanation? Where is the explanation for what Busola's father, you know, did? Or what were they offering him that made him sell his soul to the devil? How did they get to reach him? Before he could even sell his soul to the devil, right? Like, how is Busola a target? What was the reason behind her being a target? I know she was a virgin, but like, there should be more, right? You just don't just pick anybody anyway. Or maybe there wasn't more. I don't even know. I don't even know. This movie was just stressing my head, and I'm like, why? Why? The only person I'll probably say, okay, the acting was fair. It was okay, no, not just but Tinamba and Immaculata, I think their acting was fair. And guys, the one thing that annoyed me the most in this movie, that this movie was shot in slow-mo. Every part of this movie was in slow mo. It could have ran for 30 minutes and everything that happened will still happen. It was just slow and everything was just slow pace. And I'm like, why? Why? You did not have to. Guys, I was so stressed watching this movie. I was like, why am I doing this to myself? Why am I doing this to myself? And I mean, you would expect so much because the Kayode Kasum project, and it's one of the top directors in the Nigerian movie industry currently. I mean, is up there with some other people, right? So you would expect more. But seeing this movie, I was like, nah, nah. I cannot even rate it, guys. I feel like I'm just rambling. I cannot rate it. I think the acting wasn't great. For some people, they tried, but they didn't have so much to work with. So it was just the story. It was I don't want to use the word I want to use, but it wasn't great, right? It wasn't good. The casting, I don't even know whether it was good or bad. Where they just put people there, I didn't understand. You understand? I didn't get it. But they are sure there. The cast. If probably we were in another movie, maybe they would have done better. But in this film, I wasn't really feeling many of them. What else? The angles that they were. I think cinematography is something that Nollywood has improved greatly in. So I mean, they did try in this one too. What else? Soundtrack. I don't even think I heard any soundtracks in this movie, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think I liked anything. Let me not even lie. It's just there, and that's the end of this review. I'm gonna rate it probably like a 1/10. Don't watch it, guys. Don't waste your time watching this movie. It wasn't worth it for me, right? I was dozing off at some point. It wasn't worth it. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And bye, guys. It's not recording, but it was on. Yeah, it's recording.